Hi again, you 10. Feeling inspired now. I said just a few minutes ago about the one of the main causes of the French Revolution, perhaps we could say, was the impact of Louis and Marie Antoinette and Versailles. Right. Let's imagine that you are going to take that argument in your essay and make it one of the fundamental factors, one of the main causes of the French Revolution. It was the king, the Ancien regime. A couple of suggestions in your essay then. First up, in your opening paragraph, you will absolutely make it very, very clear that the king, the Ancien regime, was a fundamental factor in why the French Revolution took place late in the 18th century. So we'd be talking about 1789, we'd be talking to the lead up to 1789. We would be anxious to include terms like Ancien regime, absolutism, despot. You may, hopefully, link factors such as Louis XIV, who built Versailles. Where did he build Versailles? Well, he built Versailles about 25, 30 kilometers outside of Paris. So if you look on a map, particular map of the time, you will see that there is a lot of distance, from here to Brisbane. A lot of distance between Paris, this city that Louis XIV, 100 years previous, was becoming afraid of, a city that was becoming dirty, overcrowded, polluted, not very royal. So Louis, to show just how wonderful he was, built this entire community, resort, palace, which so alienated him from the French people, both physically and I think psychologically and emotionally at the same time, that there is no connection now between the people, the citizens of Paris, who want to love their king and want to love their queen, even if she speaks German, even if she's from Austria. They want to love their royal family. That's a given. But now that is taken away from them. The king has moved. He has, for want of a better phrase, he stuck two fingers up at Paris. He stuck two fingers up at the capital of the country and has moved his entire caravan of sycophants, of nobles, of everybody associated with the regime. He said, right, we're going off Versailles. Here we come. And he's built this amazing resort that nobody can quite get their heads around. Built it on the money paid by the peasants, on their taxes. Because remember, those first two estates, the clergy, the nobles, Louis XIV didn't tax them. So it's the third estate who have enabled the king to build this place, thus creating a divorce between the people and the monarchy. Now, that's one of the prime, most important factors in why the French Revolution happens in 1789. It's a long-term cause. It's not just happened, and I think you've got to remember long-term, short-term. Something that is short-term, for example, foreign policy, the impact of the war in the Americas. France's role in trying to kick Britain out of America is a short-term factor contributing towards the revolution, as is the impact of the philosophers who wrote their ideas, to break that link between the people and the church, for example. But back to the purpose of this video and the topic, Versailles, the Ancien regime, absolutism, all those things which Louis XIV through 16 had tried to maintain, those traditions, they've just had their day. And the king and the royal family have become divorced from the people. That, like I said in class about the champagne bottle and the cork, you can't put it back in again. Once it's out, you can't put it back in. So Louis, or the French monarchy, have created problems for themselves. Could they solve them? Well, perhaps they could. They didn't, but you've got to make sure that in your answer, in your causes of the revolution, you fully detailed how responsible and guilty you think the French regime is for the situation that they've created, by 1789. A lot of detail here. Have a think about what you've listened to. Have a think how you can tweak your essay to fit what perhaps you've heard now. But I don't want everybody suddenly saying, oh, most important cause of the French Revolution, absolutism, despotism, Louis is Versailles and Marie Antoinette. If you think it's still taxation, if you think it is still the impact of the philosophers on the bourgeoisie, then you make sure that you have sufficient on that factor to include it. Anyway, again, hope it helps. Leave the feedback, negative, positive. Let me know what you think about this system, because I quite enjoy making these little videos. I quite enjoy the fact that they can and should help you beyond TSAC as well. If you like them, leave the feedback. Anyway, good luck. Thanks.